Good morning, writers, and welcome to Writer's Workshop. Today we will be talking about text evidence, don't give away the ending, and think about your reader. Now I know it's three big tasks, but we will go through it together. It's nice because the text evidence goes right along with what Miss Carter was teaching a few weeks ago. So what do we mean with retelling with text evidence? Showing evidence, right? So text evidence is sharing opinions with solid evidence from your book. So what is our favorite word when we share our opinions? Because. So you have to think that word because allows you to show evidence. Okay, so you have an opinion about your character because XYZ. Okay, we know Jambari is brave because he squeezes his dad's hand, he climbs to the top, then he curls his toes over and he's ready to go. I'm giving you those text evidence from the book. So we have that word because. So we can also add for example to our book as well. So I know that Jambari is brave. For example, he climbs up to the top and jumps off. And then state a clear example from the book to also add evidence. Right now, I'm going to pause the video and I'd like you to check your writing. Okay? I want you to grab a completed letter. I want you to underline the word because in your writing, and then I now want you to see if you can use the word for example again. Go ahead and pause this video and underline the word because in your writing. Now that you've done that, I would like you to see if you can also add the word for example. Okay, so you have a sentence, instead of maybe just listing a lot of reasons why Jambari is brave, I might say, for example. Now this for example is going to become at the beginning of the sentence, so it's going to start with a capital letter. Okay, for example, and I'm giving the examples from the book. Now, why is this important? When we are sharing our opinions, we have to show more and be more elaborate and more clear with our explaining. Okay, and now that's why it's super important, because we have the word because and we have the word for example. It's only giving our opinions a stronger backbone and a stronger reason for our opinions. And let's see why. So in a checklist, we have elaboration. I wrote at least 2 reasons and wrote at least a few sentences about each one. So one reason is, for example, also. Another reason, so you've got to think, are you writing it like a second grader? Are we elaborating? Are we making it bigger and our opinion stronger and more valid? Okay, so wrote at least 2 reasons and then wrote at least a few sentences about each one. So you've got one reason, another reason, and then sentences about each one. So I really want you to be honest. And let's see, have we started to do that? Not yet? Or yes? And now this is where we can show our areas that we might need more elaboration. Okay, the second one is our craft. Okay, I chose words with my reader would agree with my opinion. Okay, so you're giving those characteristics that might make your readers agree with you. Okay, are you using those good adjectives? Silly, funnier, crazier, good, friendly, thoughtful, mean, sneaky, nastiest. Are you giving strong adjectives to also share your opinion? Not yet? Starting to, or yes? Again, you want to be super, super honest, okay? Now I want you to go ahead and pick any book that you've done. I'm going to pause it here and I'd like you to go ahead and get started with your writing. Then in the middle of your work, so about 10 minutes in, I want you to pause your writing and come back to the video. Okay, so pause me and then replay me in about 10 minutes. 3, 2, 1, pause me, click me back in 10 minutes. Now that you're in the middle of your writing, I'd like you to pause and be able to look at this. This is our mid-workshop, so I'm going to pause you guys in the middle of your working. So I want us to stop and I want us to think. When we are retelling the story to help share our opinion, we cannot spoil the ending. Okay? We must leave them hanging. So I've kind of been doing this wrong with Jambari because I eventually tell you that he jumps, right? So I want us to say he gets to the very top and he curls his toes over and now he's very brave. Now, but why must we want to do that? We have to keep in mind sharing our opinion about our character, the title, anything like that, is to get our readers who are reading our letters to want to read our books, right? So we want to continue to not give away the ending or else that would ruin the whole thing. So in doing this, you want to think about your reader, okay? Include the details the reader will enjoy. So as you're thinking about your reader, think what they would enjoy. Okay, if I know I'm writing to my mom, I know my mom wants things that are passionate, encouraging, and funny, right? If I'm writing something about Garrett, I know he's going to want a clear cut. Why is it like this and why is it like that, right? So I might want to retell interesting parts but not give away the ending. And then I want to pull them in and keep them interested, right, with my opinions to get them to also want to read the book. Go ahead and continue writing. Make sure that you're challenging yourselves using the words for example and because. Okay, keep your reader in mind. As you finish, I'm going to have you write for 10 more minutes.